Brochachos, Bertados, Frosty Friends. One more video. Fucking cooking right now. Gotta do some real cooking. This is very interesting. So basically at Rigged AI, remember, we consider a win to be a 100% return without any drawdown consideration. Does this alert return 100%? Do we get price action moving in that direction? And this is crazy. So all I did was take KTR, which is based off of MDA, and added a KTR2, where we just take this number and we just take 50%. We take this at 50%. Now I have to backtest this to make sure it's not as crazy as I've seen, but anytime this value is positive, KTR2 versus option low, that means you get filled, right? Because this is 56 cents and the low is actually 1 cent. I mean, you would have gotten killed, but eventually it goes up. You know, and you're seeing tons and tons of these examples. 42, and this thing goes down to 3 cents, but eventually makes money. It's like these people fucking know, dude, and maybe I figured it out because I'm a retarded genius. That is just, it's just wild to see. And even here, right? You're 9 cents higher, 38, 28 and a half. And if you fill there versus just KTR, 1,258% max gain. So personally, we'll be using this information, and anytime I see an alert with edge or ADV 40%, I'm going to set a KTR, and then I'm going to set a KTR2. Because there are these where, KTR2 is much higher. I mean, it's not significantly higher. I mean, you really only have 1, 2, 3, 10 or 15 results where they just went up right away. Most of these times, you can find a better entry, and a better entry may be KTR or maybe a KTR2, man. I think when it gets down to like 1%, we probably don't even want to look at it anymore. And that's something else I can do with the data. We just exclude anything that's like under a penny. But really, really interesting because, obviously we don't look at every single trade that's inside of all of these bombs. But like, hey, if I can set my KTR2 to 50% off what already is low and it gets filled, I mean, there's not one time that it runs to zero. Now, maybe it doesn't fill right away. I'm not sure. I got to backtest it more. Basically, like to look at stuff with data and colors first before feeding it really into the computer. Because if you just tell a computer to look for things, it can't think of something like, hey, let's just take 15 or 50% off KTR and just see what happens to the data. And now we know. But it's crazy because what is this telling us? It's like if there's ADV or edge, like almost at some point in time in the session, you do get a move. Negative 50%, that's the last one you're going to get. But like, I mean, if your KTR2 is 54, because we took 50% off of this one with edge, you're returning 296%. 38. I think we probably want to stay out of stuff under that, but man, these things, this is fucking crazy. We'll see how to bring it in, start the tracking. Love y'all. Tell your friends to sign up.